welcome to the 8th semester. I'm the semester coordinator, and the big difference between the 8th semester and the 7th semester is that on the 8th semester we are focusing on doing techno-anthropology, whereas in the previous semester you might say that we were focusing on understanding and thinking about what techno-anthropology is or might be. Then on this semester we are very concerned with learning a lot of tools and ways of engaging with technology and contributing to technological development and design. I would like to mention a number of key ideas. One of them is that whenever we look at specific technologies or artifacts or designs, then we can always see that there is behind every artifact there's a story of exchanges between users and designers. So every single artifact embodies ideas on the designer's behalf about what the users should do or what they shouldn't do or what is appropriate for them. And it might also entail struggles between designers and users trying to gain influence on designers or on the standards of design. So whenever we see artifacts or technologies, there is an interesting social, political, practical struggle around it that involves a lot of different types of actors. Another key point related to the first one is that the process of design and innovation is quite a long one. It doesn't just end when the engineer has done his job. Instead, there is a process of users and other stakeholders influencing and framing what engineers and designers are working with. And after the product is finished, then it actually isn't finished because it is distributed, it is taken to use in very many different contexts. It might be changed, it might be hacked, it might be used for purposes and in ways that no one had expected or intended. So there is a very long process of design and innovation. There's also what some people call design after design or appropriation. So if the process of technological innovation and design is a long and complicated and interesting one, it also means that there are a lot of different things that techno-anthropologists can do if they want to engage with this process and contribute to it. So techno-anthropologists can analyze the work of designers, how their work is structured. They may analyze use context, they may analyze how users appropriate products, and in various ways they might contribute knowledge about what is going on in this process, and they might facilitate the interactions and knowledge exchanges between designers and users. This semester you will learn a lot of different tools and theories that will enable you to contribute to technological design and development. The first one is digital methods. You will have a broad course and learn a number of digital methods that will allow you to harvest a lot of data online and visualize it in interesting ways and analyze big amounts of data. Another key set of tools are ethnographic tools that you will use to study users and context and their interaction with products. You will also learn design games and various types of tools that allow you to stage events where designers and users together innovate and explore possible solutions. And finally, you will have an introduction to some of the overall institutions and structures that govern how innovation is taking place in practice and in industry.
On the basis of participating in the controversy mapping course, we went and did fieldwork at a data sprint on fake news in Amsterdam, and then as the idea was to road test the product of that data sprint. However, we found out that we were so we disagreed so much with the format of that data sprint that we, as Bonnature calls a proximate critique, we organized our own data sprint. And then with a focus on participatory data design and participation in the data sprint process from users/issue experts.
Okay, thanks.
I did a project on how security systems are designed, with a focus on the practice of the guards who patrol the area. So what are their practices? What are their habits when they guard? How do they change the technology systems of security? How do they actually ruin them in some sense, or how does the technology system ruin the habits of the guard, making both practices worse?
Yeah.
Thanks.
We did a mixed methods project where we both applied anthropological and ethnographic methods to study the lives of people with psoriasis, a skin disease. And at the same time, we also used digital methods to scrape Reddit and Twitter and analyze what discourses and kind of problems was appearing there.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So let me explain a little bit about the structure of the 8th semester. So we begin with a 3-week course on mapping controversies. After that, we have a course that runs through the semester called Facilitation of Design Processes and Technical Innovation. And so that's the facilitation course. And then all along the way, you have your traditional semester projects. And then to distribute the workload a little bit, we have placed various types of exams. So the Mapping Controversies course ends with a verbal exam here. On the facilitation course, you will have 3 small written assignments. And these are actually done in the same groups as the semester project, so there should be strong synergies there. And then at the end of the semester, you have your traditional project exam.
I really enjoyed the intensive controversy mapping course, and it was very interesting to have the to sort of have that very intense, very short, very brief period to use the tools in a very short time. That was very awesome.
I think that the most exciting or interesting was applying the academic methods into a real life case in the private sector, where we actually had to present the results to a company that really needed them, and kind of seeing the usage, how much they could use it for. And we actually was invited to do an internship at the company in the semester after. So I mean, besides getting into the life of people that has a very difficult life that you don't understand, and always expanding your understanding of new areas, which is always interesting in Techno-Anthropology, actually applying your skills, your academic skills in the private was really exciting.
The essence of this semester is, of course, to try to think techno-anthropologically about design and innovation.